What's up, Nonstop Nation? Good morning on this Black Friday. What an exciting day for those of us who love spending time buying unnecessary stuff online, but mainly for those of us who love to travel, because this is a great opportunity to save some money. So today's video is all about why we should book travel for 2021 right now, today or over this weekend. So the first question a lot of people will have is obviously, is it okay to travel in 2021? Should I be booking travel now? And of course, there's no harm in booking anything. I'll get into why in a second, but there's nothing saying you have to book in January or February. You could book next summer. You could even book in September, October next year to make sure it's really far away and hopefully things have calmed down. So of course, there are many reasons to travel, not only so that you have something to look forward to and something that brings you joy, but 120 million people have lost their jobs in tourism in the past, 9 months due to COVID-19. That's an insane number of people who are suffering economically, and by traveling, we're also supporting them. But if there is so much uncertainty, why do you want to book now? Well, the benefit of booking now, which we might not have as travel starts picking up down the road, is the insane flexibility that hotels and airlines are offering right now. All airlines have flexible booking policies. Many have flexible cancellation policies. The same goes for hotels. So if you book something for, let's say, March, and you end up not being able to travel then for travel restrictions or whatever it is, all airlines will let you change your dates to later in the year. Some might charge a fare difference, so just keep that in mind, but there won't be any change fees, and some airlines won't even charge the fare difference. The same goes for hotels. Many will just let you rebook for any date in the year and even cancel for free if you decide you don't want to travel anymore. So pretty much it's like reserving a seat at that price right now, but nothing is actually saying that you have to go to that place on the dates you book. So really the risks of booking something right now are lower than they've ever been before. So let's get into the amazing deals around right now. First of all, there's some amazing deals on my merch if you want to check it out. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I'm having a Black Friday sale, the biggest sale I've ever had, 20% off all t-shirts and hoodies. The link will be in the description. So before you go and book any flights or hotels, I just want to make sure you're using a cashback site. Now, I have something embarrassing to admit. I've known about cashback sites for a very long time. They're kind of like, the same type of thing as airline portals where you go through an award program where you get miles, but I didn't actually join one until 2 months ago, and now I'm completely hooked. I joined Rakuten, which is only for people in the US and Canada, and it's a great site, but what really made me save so much money on all my purchases was adding it as a browser extension, because honestly, it's kind of a pain to have to go through the site every time, think about, does it have this, does it have that, every time I'm on a different website. But with the browser extension, as soon as I'm on a website that has cashback, it just says, click activate and save 5 or 10%. And it's such a no-brainer. So every time I go to a website and I can get cashback, the pop-up just comes up, I click activate, and then I'm earning cashback on purchases. And I feel so stupid for not doing this before, because literally every website I use, airline websites, hotels, hotels.com, booking.com, all these sites have cashback through Rakuten. So I'm like, imagine how many thousands, tens of thousands of dollars I've spent there over the years, and I haven't been earning any cashback. It's so frustrating to feel like that. So now the deals. Currently, the only real Black Friday travel deals on Rakuten, you get 8% cashback on booking.com and 10% cashback on Priceline, which is insanely good. Like, let's say you book a trip to the Maldives, you spend $2,000 on your hotel, $2,000 on your flight through Priceline. I mean, that's an expensive trip, but that's just an example. $4,000. If you're getting 10% cashback, that's $400 cashback. Rakuten also has a sign-up bonus, and just right now you get $40 instead of the usual $20 for signing up. You get $40 for free after your first purchase through Rakuten, so it's really such a no-brainer. I've checked out some other countries. So as I said, Rakuten is only for the US and Canada. I checked out the UK. You guys have top cash back, which seems to be a really good option as well. I saw like over 10% cash back on some travel sites right now. So that's in the UK, top cash back. And in Sweden, there's refunder.se. Both of these also have sign-up bonuses, although they're smaller. But I really recommend checking them out if you're doing any shopping today, because it will just end up giving you even more savings. All the links are in the description. If I didn't mention your country, which odds are I didn't, just Google cashback India, cashback Rwanda, any country you're in, and I can pretty much guarantee there's some good cashback sites. So just compare them and find a good one to sign up. Some of them also have sign up bonuses, so that's good to look out for. So now for the actual flight and hotel deals, I'm gonna break this down by region to make it easier. There's gonna be timestamps on the video so you can see exactly when your region comes if you're not interested in several regions. I'm gonna start in Europe. Now, a word of caution, I won't be booking any flights to East or Southeast Asia anytime soon. It's the place I miss the most in the world, but I also think it's the place that's gonna be opening up the latest, along with Australia and New Zealand. So for me, I'm looking for flights to Africa, South America, and between Europe and the US. Now, there are some insanely good fares right now. One I shared on my Instagram story yesterday, which is still available. As you can see here, going from Paris to Washington, Baltimore, or New York for less than 400 euros round trip in premium economy. That's crazy cheap. That's cheaper than economy, considering you can fly in June next year. I'm pretty sure there will be some type of travel agreement between Europe and the US by then, at least. Let's just pray and hope. You can leave as late as June 23rd, which is well into the summer break. And the best part is that this is on British Airways and they make it really easy to upgrade to business class using Avios. I think it's about 20 to 25,000 miles one way, just in addition to this. So let's say you want business class on the long haul flights. That's 40,000 miles in total with British Airways, and you're paying 400 euros and 40,000 miles. That is just such an amazing deal. What else do we have? Well, if you want to pay outright for business class, there's some really good deals direct out of London, which is really, really rare. You can fly on most airlines for 1,000 euros round trip non-stop from London to New York. Usually it might be 5,000 euros and now it's only 1,000. It also goes, let's see how far it goes. Does it go way into the summer? Yeah. And the best part is, if you want like a nice premium economy type experience from London, you can fly Iceland's Saga class, which is they call it business class, but it's pretty much a very nice premium economy product for 533 euros round trip, London to New York all summer. That is so good. I haven't seen any outright amazing fares on Lufthansa, but they do have a $100 off coupon, which seems to work on pretty much any route. On Lufthansa, they have some good fares from the UK to vacation spots like Mauritius and the Seychelles. And of course, on these airlines like British Airways, you can still get cash back through Rakuten, so you're saving even more. The last amazing deal I want to show you if you're in Europe is from Frankfurt to South America. You can go to many cities, Buenos Aires, Santiago, and the main one, which is Sao Paulo, non-stop round trip from Frankfurt for less than 1,000 euros, lie flat in business class. This is also just a mind-blowing deal. In normal times, these would be booked up like that. But now, since not as many people are booking, more deals are available for a longer time. This one has been available for many days. If you're looking at going to South America, I mean, Brazil has no travel restrictions. Maybe you want to go, early in the spring to escape the European winter. This is such a good option. And since good fares are rare if you're originating in South America, this might be a great fare to nest between two other trips. And what that means is you book a one-way to Europe, then you use the outbound on this deal as your return home, and then the return ticket will be something leaving much later in the spring or some other time. So basically you're booking two round trip tickets, but you're mixing them so that you can get this deal in between your other round trip. But that's how you're kind of making use of this deal, even if you're not originating in Europe. But that's pretty much it for transatlantic. I mean, it's incredibly easy for people anywhere in Europe to position to London for very, very cheap, given all the low-cost carriers. You have those great options in business class and in premium economy for transatlantic out of London and Paris. I always use Google Flights to search flights and just check it out. Use their map feature, put in like a wide radius of origins around where you are. So if you live in Stockholm, you might want to put in Oslo, Copenhagen, and Helsinki as your origins. Then just open the map feature, put business class, and explore the world. That's always what I do to find good fares. So now for the US, what deals do you guys have? So first, I just want to give a shout out to these mind-blowingly good fares to two countries that have no travel restrictions whatsoever, to Mexico and to Colombia. You can fly lie flat business on Delta or American from New York to Cancun and New York to Bogota for so cheap. New York to Bogota, which is the deal I just booked, $683 round trip in lie flat 767 business for a 6-hour flight each way. Talk about a great price. And again, it's flexible. $485 round trip from New York to Cancun. Some of the flights have their A330 with lie flat business class, and the deals extend as far as next summer. And you can get more cash back if you're booking through Rakuten and you go through a travel agency. So for specific airlines in the US, different airlines have different deals. So American Airlines has a promotion right now for flights originating in the US where you get a promotional discount on future bookings depending on how much you spend now. So if you spend up to $200, you get a 10% discount on future bookings. If you spend between $200 and $500, you get a promotional discount of 12%, $500 to $1,000, 15%, and over $1,000 on tickets, you save 20% on a future booking. Delta doesn't seem to be running a similar deal where you get any set discount, but they do have their Black Friday discount page. I'm always kind of skeptical of these pages because airlines can just artificially raise the fares before and then say, oh look, we're offering a discount, and then really have a fare that was normal 1 month ago as the Black Friday sale fare. But you can check out the page to see if there's any good offers that spark your interest. United, as far as I can tell, also isn't offering a similar discount to American. So I'm just gonna try a search here. Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego. And then just what I do is I put, okay, let's say I wanna travel in April, 1 week trip, flexible dates. How satisfied am I? Very satisfied. Ooh, let's change my currency. And now we have it. Here we can see the best round trip deals on our dates. So just look at this. One stop to Quito in business class for $500. That is great. So just there, we're finding deals just by scouring this map. Whoa, $505 round trip to Peru at the end of April. Hopefully they're open by then. That is a good deal as well. I mean, this is also pretty great. $540 round trip, LA to New York in business class. Wow. So yeah, if you want to explore kind of what deals there are right now, these might not be specific to today, but just in general during this period, there's some really great fares for booking quite far ahead in the future. So I know a lot of you guys are from Australia and New Zealand as well. It pains me so much, but since travel is kind of far on the horizon for you guys, at least internationally, unless maybe Singapore in a travel bubble or something, there aren't really that many deals to be had, so I won't be going through those in this video. Just the only thing I can say is keep your eyes out for a cashback portal, because that can end up saving you some extra money today on future bookings for hotels and stuff like that domestically. There are also some decent fares from South America, which is rare. We have Santiago to Madrid, round trip in business class for $1,200 US. Really good deal. Lie flat seats all the way. So let's see if Qatar Airways is offering any Black Friday deals. See here, activate 1% cash back if we want. So yeah, what I'd really do here again is I'd use the Google Flights map feature, find the best fares from around where I live on Qatar Airways, and then just go to Qatar Airways website, activate my Rakuten 1% cash back or whatever cashback site you end up using, and then enter the code Black Friday and see how much more I could save. So I'm just trying to show you how my thinking is, what kind of tools I use. So I give you the toolbox and you can apply it to your individual saving situation. Now for me personally, I'm not huge on actually spending money on flights. Weird. I far prefer redeeming miles. At $1,000 round trip, I might consider it, which is why I'm mentioning these deals. But mainly I'm looking for the best possible deals on redeeming miles for my flights. And right now, a lot of airlines are also offering bonuses on purchased miles. We have Southwest offering a bonus. For those who want to fly domestically, United is selling miles with a 100% bonus. But the best deal and miles that I actually purchase because I find the price so good is through Life Miles. Avianca's award program are offering a 200% bonus on purchased miles, which means you're paying 1.1 cent per mile. So just looking here on 1 mile at a time, a blog I really recommend if you want to learn more about this stuff. And here you can see some sample fares. So US to Europe is 63,000 miles. Assuming you pay 1.1 cents each, that's less than $700 one way or $1,400 round trip. It's obviously not as good as some of the deals I've mentioned, but the great thing about miles is that you can really pair any cities together. Let's do Istanbul as an example here. So the cheapest fare I'm finding is $2,400 round trip. So being able to save $1,000 on that just by redeeming miles instead. And you could even fly Nonstop on Turkish if you want for the convenience, which is almost $3,000 if you pay and a word space on Turkish tends to be great. So there's so many options for Avianca. The one thing I will say is that, first of all, their service is pretty bad. So don't book this thinking that you'll be changing the ticket later on, because that will just be a huge headache. And Avianca isn't the most financially stable airline. So there is a little bit of a risk to these savings, but if you're willing to take the risk, you can save a lot of money. And lastly, let's look at credit cards for people who live in the US. I'll also link some credit cards in Sweden as well. But as I mentioned in my last video, we're seeing some incredible temporary sign-up bonuses on several credit cards in the US. For example, the Amex Gold, you can get a 60,000 point sign-up bonus right now, which is so great. Usually, as you can see here, it's 40 or 35,000. So you're getting a big bonus on top of that. As I mentioned in the last video as well, we have a great deal on the Amex Green Card. 45,000 points instead of 30,000 points as a sign-up bonus. Also a great value. You can get both because American Express cards are very easy to get approved for. The spend isn't really that bad at all. You have to spend a total of $6,000 in 6 months on your card. So that's just $1,000 a month. And American Express has my favorite points currency because they're transferable to so many different airlines. I'm gonna give you a few more resources so you can find deals throughout the day. A great website for flight deals is secretflying.com. They have mostly economy class deals, but as you can see, they sometimes share airfares. They also have some premium fares. If you're only interested in premium flight deals, I recommend checking out the luxuryflightclub.com. Here you can see he shares a bunch of great deals from, pretty much all over the world to anywhere. But let's get into some hotel deals because that's where it gets interesting. If you're loyal to a hotel, pretty much every hotel chain right now is offering quite a good discount on purchased points. So that's where the sweet spot is for hotels in the US. You can buy points whether it's IHG, Marriott, or Radisson, whatever you want, and just find the best redemptions for those points. But for example, we have Radisson offering 100% bonus on their points, and you can redeem them at some really good properties like the Maldives and get excellent value. I know this video was long. Thanks for sticking with me through the whole thing. Once again, you can also check out a discount on my merch if you're interested. I know a lot of you guys loved this design. It's been flying off the shelves, and now it's 20% off if you want to get an extra one for someone in the family, or if you've never had one but you want to get one, you can also check those out. I hope you guys can book some nice trips. Let me know in the comments below if you find any other deals. Let's share it with each other so that we can help each other make the most out of this Black Friday. And let me know if you book anything that I mentioned in this video, especially those deals from Europe to the US in premium economy are just so good. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and until I see you all in the next video, fly safe and stay safe.